Today, I'm going to show you how to recreate Iman Gadzhi editing style using Filmora on your PC. Alright guys, let's get started. So we're going to use this video, just drag and drop in the timeline. And I'll be providing you guys with this video. You can get your hands on it and practice along. So I just want a small part of it. So I'm going to select this. Let's stretch this. Before we continue, let's change the player quality to somewhere half or 1/4 to make it easy to play it back. So this is just a random video of me talking like in an interview setup. Make a duplicate of this video by pressing Option or Alt and dragging upwards. Let's take our player to somewhere here. Click on the down video, press E to disable it. Let's select the top video, click on video and click on AI tools. Then we're going to use this AI portrait cutout, very easy and simple with Filmora. Just turn that on and wait for it to load. So as you can see, it cut out the background nicely, leaving just the subject. So just that, click on the top video and press E to disable it. We're going to use it later on in this very tutorial. We're going to start this with a rectangle green shape. So with this, go to stock media, click on library, and then we can search green on this side. It's going to bring some few options for us. So from this, I'm going to use this sample color number 4. That's the one we're going to use. I'm just going to drag and drop on top of this. Let me drag it to this side and make it the same length as all this file for now. With that selected, go to the right side and click on mask. We're going to use rectangle shape marks for this. Now I can just shape it nicely to the style that I want. Remember, you should go with whatever style you want to go for. Now I can go to the right side, scroll down. I want to add some curve on the edges. So radius, I'm going to dial it to somewhere 13 to 15%. So something like this looks pretty cool. When you look at the edges, let me click here. When you look at the edges, it adds this round edges, very nice and clean. Now we're going to make a duplicate of that. Press Option and drag upwards. Let's take the playhead to somewhere here. Select the down one that we have, that's the green solid color. Go to the right side and click on basic. With scale, let's increase that to 102 or 103. I'm going to show you why we're doing this very soon. Then click on color. We're going to do some adjustment with this. Saturation, let's take it to 0 or -100 in this case. Exposure, increase that. Brightness, increase that, and then highlight, increase that. So you can see it creates this white borders around this green solid color. Now we're going to make a duplicate once again of this very solid color. Press Option or Alt and drag upwards. With that one selected, so on color, take saturation to 0 or -100. Then with that one selected, let's make a compound clip of it. Option G. Let's name it and click on OK. It's always important to name your files to make it easy when it comes to editing. So now let's select the one that we just created, the black one. Click on that, then go to mask, click on mask. We're going to use this mask, linear mask, click on that. And let's just rotate it to 90 degrees. Now scroll down, blur strength, let's increase it more. So when you look at it, it's going to have this fading from the black side to the green color. Makes it really clean. Let me bring this up a bit. Now it's time to bring in some text. So with that, I'm going to go to the left side, click on titles. Then let's just drag the default title in the timeline. Then go click on the basic. We're going to type in the text that we want to write. Remember, go with whatever you want to write. Then with the font style, I'm going to go for Montserrat. I already have it as my favorite, so I'm going to go for Montserrat bold. Then with the alignment, I'm going to go to center, align to center. Then I can just reduce the size of it just like this and place it nicely on the rectangle green shape. So something like this looks pretty cool. Now let's make that the same length as all of them. Let's trim the ending part. With the text selected, go to the right side and click on animation. We want to animate that to come in nicely. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to use this animation single word enlargement. Just click on that and look at how it comes in. So I'm going to increase the duration to somewhere 1.4 seconds and see how it comes in nice and clean. I think I can go for 1.5. Now we're gonna bring in some line and we're gonna animate that too. Let's go to the left side, click on titles, and let's bring in default title. Let's make it the same length as all of them. So with that one, let's click on basic on the right side. Let's delete whatever it came with. And let's type in underscore 4 to 8 times. I think I can go for 8 times. And I'm gonna change the style, the font style to any light font style. So I'm gonna go for Roberto. So I'm gonna go for Roberto Light. Just click on that. Then I'm gonna reduce the size of it using the on-screen controls and place it to the top. I think I can reduce it a bit more and place it the top just like this. Now I'm gonna bring in one square looking like a dot on the side. I'm gonna show you guys. So with that, we're just gonna make a duplicate of this. Just press Option and drag upwards. Let's drop it to the top of it. With that selected, let's delete the underscore that we just typed in. And let's type in dot. Let me increase the screen so we can really see what we're doing. So just go to the downside, then go to zoom level, and then we can go to somewhere 100%. Then we can use this side and move it to the top so we can see what we're doing. Now it looks round, we wanna make that square. So with that, I'm gonna change the font style and I'm gonna go for Roberto Slapboard. It's gonna create it in a square form. Then I can just move it to this side. We're gonna work on the line later on, don't worry. So let me just move it to this side. Now we're gonna rotate this to create some unique style to it. Go to the right side, scroll down. On rotate, I'm gonna increase that a bit to go to something like this and bring it down to somewhere here. Now select the line file, the text file, click on that. We're gonna move it away from this. So I can scroll down, make sure you go to the right side. On position X, that's the one we're gonna move. Let's just move it to this side of the screen so it will move away a bit from this. Now let me zoom out so we can see how it looks like. So just select fit to see how it looks on the screen. Perfect. Now select this tool and we're gonna change the opacity of that tool. That's the dot and then the line. We're gonna make it look like it's fading. So just click on compositing, opacity, let's turn it down to somewhere 50 to 60%. And when you select the tool, you can add it at the same time so you save yourself some time. We need to add animation to the line. So select the line. We could have done that earlier on. I totally forgot. Sorry guys. So just click on the line, go to animation, make sure you click on in. And we're gonna select right direction because we want it to come from the right to the left. So select that. Duration, you can increase it a bit. So I'm gonna go for somewhere 130 or 140. And then let me play and see how it really looks like. Now we're gonna select the text and also the green solid color we created and make a compound clip of it. Press Option or Alt G. Make sure you label it. So I'm gonna name it all, then click on OK. Now, this is the fun part. You can easily create this 3D look in Filmora and do something that's not even available in softwares like Final Cut Pro. So this is really a great tool. And I'm going to show you guys 2 ways of creating this 3D look. So the first method we're going to use, first of all, let's just select these 2 video files, press E to enable it so we can see exactly what we are doing. Then go to the left side of the software, click on Effects. Click on Video Effects, and then we're going to search for 3D. Press Enter, and we're going to use Basic 3D, drag and drop on this very file. That's the all one. Let's click on that, and then go to the right side and click on Effects. So you can see it comes with rotate, tilt, and also zoom. I'm going to show you guys the second method very soon. So if you want to rotate it a bit, you can just use the rotate. And now let's just place it in between these 2 video files. Now click on this. Let's go to video and change the position of it. So I'm going to use X values just like this and also the Y values. Now let's go to Effects and see what the rotate does. So you can see the rotate, it gives a little bit of the 3D look. and the tilt is going to tilt it a bit if you want that look, and the zoom is going to go back or it's going to come on the screen, giving you this 3D look. Then you can add some animation to it. Now let me show you the second method. That's my favorite method when it comes to 3D in Filmora editing software. So let me just delete this effect. With the second method, click on Boris FX, then click on Image Restoration. So if you don't see anything on Boris FX, you need to download it before you can see all these ones. It's really a great tool if you want this 3D look and all other effects when it comes to Filmora editing software. And this is going to take somewhere 700 megabytes on your disk drive, so just be aware of that. So right there, we're going to use BCC lens correction. Just drag and drop on this very file. That's the all one. Then with that selected, go to Effect. The lens correction, we don't need that, so just double click on this and let's change it to 0. Now we're going to work on the 3D look. Let's just scroll down. We're going to start with the horizontal perspective. That's where we want to get the look. So I'm just going to move it towards the negative side and see how it looks like. You can see already what it's doing. This is really great. So I can go to somewhere 20 to 30. I don't want to move it that much. Then I'm going to go to Scale X just to work a little bit. I'm going to reduce it a bit so I can maintain the size of it a bit. So I think with that I can go to 95. With the Scale Y, I can increase that, stretch it a bit to somewhere 105. So you can see the look that it's giving, very nice and clean as compared to the first 3D look. Now we're going to play with some animation with this file. Take your playhead to the starting frame of it. Click on this very file, the middle one. Click on video and let's scroll down. We're going to work on opacity. If you don't see it, make sure you click on compositing. It's gonna bring it out. Then let's drop a keyframe on opacity. Over there, we can take it to 0. We don't want it to be showing. Then we can take our player to somewhere here in the timeline, and then we can bring opacity back to 100. And automatically, it's gonna drop a keyframe on that. If you wanna see a video on keyframe when it comes to Filmora, drop a comment down below and I'll make a video on that. So now when I play and show you guys how it looks like, it comes in nice and clean. I think I can stretch it a bit, so I'm going to move the keyframes a bit from that side. Now we're going to add a bit of animation for it to go up. So I'm going to start it when it's coming in, when the opacity is coming in fully. So I'm just going to take my player somewhere here closer to the second keyframe, go to the right side and scroll up. This time around, I'm going to make a keyframe on transform. Then I can take the playhead to somewhere here and then drop another keyframe on transform. We just want to lock it just in case. And then on position Y, we're going to move it up a bit. So I can go to something like this and play and see how it looks like. It comes in and then it goes up. Now we're going to work with the curves to make it really smooth. So just click on this, Shift Option K to bring it out. So we're going to work on position Y. Click on position Y keyframe. Let's click on this. It's going to bring this out. If you don't see this, just click on this and it's going to show it right in the timeline. So with that selected, that's going to be my out in animation. So I'm going to select ease in, click on the first one and select ease out. Now I'm going to play and see how it looks like. That was super fast. So I'm going to move this keyframe. That's the second keyframe. Move it a bit to this side. So just be playing around it with the distance to see how smooth it goes. So now click on that, Shift Option K to collapse that keyframe graphs. And now I'll play and show you guys what we have so far. This is really fun and easy to create in Filmora. You can place this on your billboards, walls, and also all screens. So there's a video I'm going to use, just drag and drop in the timeline. And I got this video on pexels.com. I'll leave a link down there below. It's absolutely free. I'm just going to select a small portion of it. So Command B to cut this out and delete that side. So if your video is a bit shaky, make sure you stabilize it before you do this effect. I'm going to take my player to the starting frame of it. My video was kind of stable. There's not much shaking. So I'm going to move from that stage. That's the stabilized stage. Take your player to the first frame of it. Then go to the right side, click on AI tools. We're gonna use this very AI tool, that Planar tracking. Just turn that on. Then make sure you click on advanced accuracy. Let's change it to high. Then you can see the 4 pinpoints that it's given. We're gonna drag that and move it to the edges of the screen. So with mine, I'm gonna move it to somewhere here. Click on this and you can see it gives us this zoom in magnify effect so we can see exactly where to place it. I can place it to this side and I'm gonna do with the remaining corners. So once you're done, go to the right side once again. On analyze, we're gonna track it forward. Just click on that and the AI tool is gonna do its magic, gonna track it forward nice and clean for you. So now when I scroll through, you can see it did a pretty good job when it comes to the tracking of the screen. And if you don't want these 4 corners and the line to show, you can just click on this and it's gonna take it off, but I want it to show for now. So let's leave it there for now. Then go to the left side and bring in the video that you want to use. With this, I just want to use this very video, drag and drop on top of it. Let me just take the volume down. Take my playhead to somewhere here and make it the same length as this. So Command B and then I'll delete this part. Now click on this down video that we were tracking. Just click on that. Then when you go to the right side under AI tools and also make sure under Planar tracking, you can see link element. We're going to use that. Just click on this drop down menu and it's going to bring out the name of the video you have in the timeline. So I have this, that's the free download. And this is it. I'm going to select that and right there it's going to select that and link to this very video. So right there when I select the video, let me take my playhead here. I can go to basic under video, then go to this side and increase the size of it to any size that I want or reduce the size of it. This is really cool. At the same time, I can position it anyhow I want it on that very screen and also rotate it anyhow I want it to look like. So now when I play and show you guys, let me click on this. I want to take these lines off the screen. So click on this eye tool and it's going to take it off. Now let me play and show you guys what it looks like. You can see it places it nicely on that very screen. So you saw the logo rotation I did in the intro part, right? Now let me show you how easily you can create that in Filmora editing software. Bring in your logo, drag and drop in the timeline. In this case, it's Filmora logo that I'm using. Click on image. Let's reduce the size of it a bit. Before we continue, let me just bring in some background just to add some touch to it. So I'm going to bring in this green background and then I'll place the logo on top of it. So just like this. I think it's still not popping that much. So I'm going to go to color, saturation down, exposure up, brightness up, so I'll get the logo popping more on the screen. So select the logo and then we're going to go to the right side, click on effects. Let's search for 3D and we're going to use basic 3D for this effect. Drag and drop on this very logo. Then with that selected, go to the right side and click on effects. Now it's very simple. From here, we're just going to take our player to the starting frame of it. Then make sure you drop a keyframe on rotate. Then I'm going to take it to somewhere here, drop another keyframe on rotate, and then I can just rotate it anyhow I want. So if you want it to go at that direction, you can go to the negative side. If you want this direction, you can go to the positive side. Now when I play and show you guys how it looks like, you can see how easy it can achieve this rotation with this. If you want it to go really fast, let's go to the last keyframe and let's increase it more. Now when I play and show you guys how it looks like, now you can see it goes really fast. Editing videos like Iman Gadzhi, Ali Abdal, and all these top YouTubers can easily be done in Filmora. Download Filmora today to create stunning professional videos easily. Alright guys, catch you in the next one. Peace.